We begin in the sleepy hamlet of Lafitte, Louisiana, a fishing village located about 40 miles from New Orleans, and a unique world unto itself. Have you been fishing lately?
I haven't been fishing in a while. I got my license yesterday, and I'm really looking forward to today. I'm pretty excited, actually.
We're at the Seaway Marina in Lafitte, and we're heading to try to catch the redfish towards Myrtle Grove area, east of Lafitte.
How far out is that?
Probably a half-hour boat ride, fishing lakes on the east side of the Baird waterway.
And what do we use for bait?
We probably use some mostly artificials. We're going to try some market bait, under cork, but we're throwing a lot of gold spoons, spinner baits, and things like that right now.
What's our weather report for today?
We have a chance of rain. Hopefully we can work around it.
Mike knows this area all too well, and in case a storm descends on us, he reassures me that we have an available shelter nearby. On our way out, though, we decide to make a little pit stop.
We're going to see if we might be able to get some fresh shrimp off of this shrimp boat here. We're going to check and see if he has any. He may not have started his day yet, so he may not have any. But we'll ask him and find out. Got some nice shrimp. Man, look at the size of these things. I think these need to be on a plate, though. I don't know. They need to be on a po' boy. Pretty.
We say goodbye and thanks to our shrimper friends. But I notice that we're not the only ones looking for fresh shrimp. A school of dolphins, playful but hungry, swim all around us.
We don't like them too much because they tend to scare our fish off. Actually, we've had them steal fish off our line, so they get a little too aggressive sometimes. But they're doing well. They got a lot of them out here. Their numbers are healthy.
Loaded with fresh shrimp, Captain Mike is very optimistic as we pull up to our first stop.
One thing I can promise you, there's a redfish here, he's going to eat the shrimp. 90% of the time we throw in a H&H cockahoe on a jig head. Black and chartreuse, that's the one. We want to keep our corks right against the grass. The redfish and drum are basically in the grass. When you get off too far, you tend to catch a lot of trash fish. So we want to keep those corks right against the grass. The little fish. It's a small version of what we're looking for. Little rat red. There he is. See, I was popping my cork, Dave. Gotta pop that cork. Let him know it's there. That's what we're looking for. Boat. Not happy this morning, guy. I know. That's okay.
After a couple of nice redfish, though, the well runs dry, so we move around the marsh, cherry-picking our spots.
It's kind of the way you gotta fish. You catch a couple at a spot and just move. They're not really stacked up, so you fish points, high percentage spots, and hopefully catch a couple at each stop. Maybe hit a stop where you catch 5 or 6, and that'll help your day. This one's gonna make the plate if I can land him. Like another redfish. I can get him in the boat. Yeah. Pretty fish.
On the horizon, though, a not-so-pretty set of clouds, signaling a nearby storm. So we pick up the pace, with the cooperation of the fish.
It's a nice little keeper. Boy, it's pretty in that clear water. Got double, guys. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Up. There you go. Nice one. Oh, that's beautiful in that clear water. Right. Oh, he swallowed it. Yep, he wanted it. Broke the ice. This is what we're looking for. Big difference in the color back in this clear water. Yeah, gold they are. He's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Man, pretty. Nice, good fish. Beautiful redfish. They're beautiful on a plate too.
Coming up on Bait to the Plate, we visit Chef David Baird at Citron Bistro for a taste of Redfish Manhattan, his jazzy version of Redfish Coubion. That's next on Bait to the Plate. You're watching Bait to the Plate.
Start out with some pancetta. It's very much like American bacon, but it has a slightly different flavor, and it's used in many Italian influenced dishes in Italy and in the United States. And as you can see, we're almost to that brown color, and right now we're going to go ahead and cut off the heat and get our vegetables ready. Also do some celery. Don't want to go too far down into the stock there. Bell pepper. We're going to go ahead and wait till this cooks down slightly. This takes about 5 minutes at high heat, and it'll be ready then we're going to add a couple cups of tomato stock. Tomato sauce is just salt and pepper, tomatoes, and a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. This is tomato stock. It's just some tomatoes that were boiled in there. I'm going to add that. Let that reduce down. A garlic pepper, parsley. We're using red potatoes in the Redfish Manhattan. We're going to go ahead and add the potatoes to the mixture. We're going to add some water to this. And we're going to add this garlic that it's just been minced up. Add about a good sized spoon. We're going to, at this point, add our tomatoes. We're going to add about a cup and a half. And there we go. I like to start out with cast iron, and then I'll switch it into a regular soup pot. And cast iron gives you a lot more control over the heat on the vegetables and sauteing and on the pancetta. We're going to add a half a stick of butter. We serve it during the winter months, mostly when it's a little bit cooler. It's pretty popular. It's very flavorful. Just marries a whole bunch of fresh Louisiana vegetables together with our local redfish. Bay leaf adds such a wonderful taste to the dish. Put about 4 to 6 in there. We've got everything ready for the redfish. And so what we're going to do next is we're going to take our redfish and then cut it into smaller strips and put it into the dish. Needs about another 15 minutes and we should be ready to eat. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons. And one last thing, we're going to add more of black pepper. Let's see, we've got some bay leaf in there. Beautiful redfish, and potatoes, tomatoes, wonderful stock. This is Citron. It's Redfish Manhattan.
Citron Bistro's Redfish Manhattan and other recipes featured on the show can be found by visiting our website, baittotheplate.com. Coming up on Bait to the Plate, we pay a return trip to Captain Darren Schaff's camp in Reggio, Louisiana, and fish with Chef Michael Farrell of Le Meritage Restaurant. That's next on Bait to the Plate.